There's a certain hour when the world goes quiet, but the pain doesn't. It travels differently at night, through static, through broken signals, through old radios left on in empty rooms. And if you listen closely, you can hear everything we never said, bleeding through the airwaves. The city sleeps in neon haze while I replay your fading face. The song gets stuck inside the dial, like it remembers you for a while. Streetlights hum a lonely tune underneath the broken moon. Every station sounds the same, just echoes calling out your name. And every signal slips away, like words we couldn't say. Midnight tears across the airwaves, falling through these empty wavelengths. Your voice comes in and disappears between the static and my fears. And I keep turning every sound, like you might somehow come back now. But all I hear is what we lost in midnight tears across the broadcast. Across the broadcast. The radio in my room still plays fragments of our better days, but every chorus feels too far, like a message from a different star. I whisper things you'll never know into the quiet undertone, hoping somewhere through the noise you still remember my voice. Now every frequency I find just leads me back to what we left behind. Midnight tears across the airwaves, falling through these empty wavelengths. Your voice comes in and disappears between the static and my fears. And I keep turning every sound, like you might somehow come back now. But all I hear is what we lost in midnight tears across the broadcast. Maybe love was just a signal we were never meant to keep. Maybe hearts are only radios that break before they speak. But I still tune into the dark, like you're a station in the spark, somewhere between goodbye and gone. Oh, here in frequencies of loss and fear. And though the silence takes control, I still search for your lost soul, drifting through the broken past. And midnight tears across the broadcast. Midnight tears across the broadcast. The signal fades, the room goes still, but somewhere in the static, I swear you're still there. We didn't realize we were growing up until everything started disappearing. The laughter got quieter, the nights got shorter, and the dreams we swore we'd never lose slowly stopped calling our names. No one held a funeral for it, so we did it ourselves without meaning to, one memory at a time. Old sneakers on a dusty floor, hanging posters we don't own anymore. The mirror shows a different face in a quieter, colder place. We used to scream into the night, chasing sparks in parking lot lights. Now every corner feels the same, like we forgot how to feel alive again. And somewhere between then and now, we lost the map, forgot the how. This is the burial of our younger days, where all our fearless hearts were laid underneath the growing pain and the weight of every day. We said goodbye without a sound to the kids we used to be around. Now all that's left are fading names in the burial of our younger days. Empty fields don't feel the same, no more running through summer rain. Even time feels like it changed into something hard to explain. Broken laughter in old phone calls, voicemails lost in silent halls. We keep pretending we're okay while pieces of us slip away. And every year we understand we're holding dust inside our hands. This is the burial of our younger days, where all our fearless hearts were laid underneath the growing pain and the weight of every day. We say goodbye without a sound to the kids we used to be around. Now all that's left are fading names in the burial of our younger days. Maybe growing up is just learning how to let things rust. Maybe innocence survives only in the way it dies. But I still hear us in the wind, the way we laughed before the end, like echoes I can't erase from the burial of our younger days. This is the burial of our younger days, where every dream got swept away, not by fire, not by war, just the silence of once more. And though we stand here all grown old, there's a part of us still cold, lying somewhere far away in the burial of our younger days. We leave flowers made of time for the kids we had to leave behind. It didn't end like thunder, no loud goodbye, no final scream. It ended the way autumn does, quietly, with without permission, as if the world simply forgot to hold on. Leaves didn't fall all at once, neither did we. We just faded. Golden trees turn pale too soon, like they forgot their summer tune. Your voice grew softer every day, until it drifted far away. We used to run through open skies. Now silence sits between our eyes. The warmth we had turned into air, and suddenly you weren't there. No final word, no breaking sound, just pieces of us on the ground. We faded like late autumn, colors dying leaf by leaf. What once was fire turned to frost before we even felt the loss. And now I walk through memories like wind through empty broken trees, holding on to what we were as everything disappears. Your sweater still smells like the rain, a ghost of laughter, ghost of pain. The streets we knew don't feel the same, like they forgot our names. The cafe lights are dimmer now, like even they don't know how to shine for something gone so far from who we are. And every step I take alone feels like walking over stone. We faded like late autumn, colors dying leaf by leaf. What once was fire turned to frost before we even felt the loss. And now I walk through memories like wind through empty broken trees, holding on to what we were as everything disappears. Maybe we were never meant to last beyond the season's end. Maybe love is just a sky that changes color as it dies. But I still see you in the cold, in every shadow I behold, a fallen leaf I can't replace. We faded like late autumn, softly slipping into gray. No dramatic end in sight, just the slowest kind of night. And though the world keeps moving on, I still linger in what's gone. A memory the wind will turn until there's nothing left to burn. The branches stand, but something's gone, and I can't tell where we belong. winter didn't arrive all at once. It crept in slowly, between unanswered calls, between words that stopped meaning what they used to. We didn't freeze in a single moment. We frozen everything we didn't fix. Now even memories feel like ice, sharp, distant, impossible to hold. Impossible to hold. Snow falls heavy on empty streets where our laughter used to breathe. Your hand once warm inside my own now feels like stone turned to bone. Streetlights shimmer through the frost, highlighting everything we lost. I trace your name on frozen glass, like it might bring you back at last. But every breath just turns to white and disappears into the night. Frozen touches, frozen souls, two hearts drifting out of control. We were fly before the cold, now we're silence growing old. And every step I take alone echoes through an empty home, where love once burned so bright and bold. Now it's frozen out of hold. Now it's frozen out of hold. Your coat still hangs behind the door, like it's waiting for you once more. The clock ticks slower every day as warmth keeps slipping far away. I talk to shadows in the dark, searching for a missing spark. But even echoes start to freeze when they get lost in memories. Now even time forgets our name, buried underneath the rain. Frozen touches, frozen souls, two hearts drifting out of control. We were far before the cold, now we're silence growing old. And every step I take alone echoes through an empty home, where love once burned so bright and bold. Now it's frozen out of hold. Now it's frozen out of hold. Maybe love was just a season, never meant to last this long. Maybe hearts don't break in pieces, they just slowly turn to stone. But somewhere deep beneath the ice, I still hear our fading light, like a flame that won't let go inside this frozen soul. Frozen touches, frozen souls, shattered hearts we couldn't hold. We became what we feared most, two ghosts in winter's cold. And though the world keeps moving on, I'm still stuck where we belong. A love that time could not unfold, now frozen, gone and cold. Now frozen, gone and cold. The snow keeps falling, soft, endless, unforgiving. And somewhere beneath it all, we're still trying to thaw. Everybody thought we looked fearless. Black leather, loud guitars, cigarette smoke in the rain. We smiled like nothing could touch us, but nobody saw the bruises underneath. The sleepless nights, the trembling hands hidden in our pockets. Some scars never make it to the surface. Midnight boots against cracked pavement, running from thoughts I never escaped with. Your lipstick stain still marks my sleeve, like proof of someone who stopped believing. The bar lights shimmer bloodshot red, while old rock songs fill up my head. I laugh too loud to hide the pain that keeps dripping through my veins, and every smile I wear tonight feels stitched together with lies. There are wounds beneath the leather coat, secrets nobody else will know. Every scar I tried to hide still bleeds when I close my eyes. And though I walk these streets alone, acting like my heart turns stone, there's still a fire burning cold beneath the leather coat. Beneath the leather coat. Your name still echoes in motel rooms, between empty bottles and fading perfume. The mirror cracks beneath neon light, reflecting ghosts from another life. I keep pretending I'm okay, like broken hearts just fade away. But every highway, every song reminds me where we went wrong. Now every night becomes a war between who I am and what I lost before. There are wounds beneath the leather coat, secrets nobody else will know. Every scar I try to hide still bleeds when I close my eyes. And though I walk these streets alone, acting like my heart turns stone, there's still a fire burning cold beneath the leather coat. Beneath the leather coat. Maybe pain looks beautiful under city lights at night. Maybe damaged souls like ours only know how to survive. But somewhere underneath the smoke, underneath the reckless pose, there's a shattered heart still beating slow. These wounds beneath the leather coat still ache with every road I roam, and every memory of you feels like rain I'm walking through. Though the world thinks I moved on, your ghost still lives inside these songs, a lonely soul nobody knows. Beneath the leather coat, the city sleeps, the neon fades, and under all this black leather, the pain still remains. Something about driving at night, empty highways, tired eyes, street lights fading one by one like dying memories. No destination feels real anymore, just miles of silence, a dashboard glowing faintly in the dark, and the ghost of your voice riding beside me. Tonight, the road feels endless. White lines blur beneath the rain, every mile repeats your name. The engine hums a hollow song for hearts that never moved along. Coffee stains and worn out maps, 1,000 thoughts I can't take back. Your photograph inside the sea feels colder every time I breathe. And every town I pass tonight looks broken underneath the lights. Flickering lights on lonely roads, leading me where nobody goes. I keep driving through the dark with your memory in my heart. And every shadow, every side pulls me deeper through the night, searching for what we used to know on these lonely roads alone. Gas station halos glow at 2 like tiny heavens without you. The radio fades in and out like love wrapped inside static sounds. I see reflections in the glass, ghosts of everything we had. But every highway eventually bends back toward where the story ends. Now the moon hangs pale and low above these empty roads. Flickering lights on lonely roads, leading me where nobody goes. I keep driving through the dark with your memory in my heart. And every shadow, every side pulls me deeper through the night, searching for what we used to know on these lonely roads alone. On these lonely roads alone. Whoa. Maybe some hearts are meant to wander, never finding where they belong. Maybe love becomes a highway that keeps stretching after it's gone. And if I drive far enough tonight, past the cities and the pain, maybe I'll finally outrun the sound of your name. Flickering lights on lonely roads, still guiding this lost soul home. Though the world keeps rushing by, your memory survives the night. And every mile that disappears still carries traces of the years. So I keep chasing fading glows down these lonely roads alone. Oh, down these lonely roads alone. The headlights fade into the distance. The rain keeps falling softly, and somewhere beyond the dark horizon, I still hope you're waiting. We were never saints, just broken souls pretending we could save each other. But somewhere between the late night fights, the empty bottles, and the promises we couldn't keep, our halos slipped into the dirt. Now all that's left is a procession of ruined hearts marching through the dark. Marching through the dark. Streetlights shimmer on shattered glass like tiny stars from a dying past. Your lipstick stains the cigarette smoke, another beautiful thing gone broke. Leather jackets, bruised blue eyes, we wore our pain like a disguise, dancing reckless through the rain, trying to outrun every ache. But heaven never heard our prayers, it only watched us disappear. Welcome to the parade of fallen halos, marching through the night like lost souls. We were angels once before the flames, now we're strangers carrying blame. And every scar became a song, every place we loved went wrong, so we sing beneath the blackened sky as our innocence slowly dies. The church bells cry at 3 a.m. like mourning all we could have been. Your photograph inside my coat feels heavier than words I wrote. The city burns in neon red while ghosts of us fill up my head. We kissed like the world would end, maybe deep down we knew it did. Now every dream is turned to dust, buried beneath the wreck of us. Welcome to the parade of fallen halos, marching through the night like lost souls. We were angels once before the flames, now we're strangers carrying blame. And every scar became a song, every place we loved went wrong, so we sing beneath the blackened sky as our innocence slowly dies. Maybe heaven closes its gates for hearts too damaged to be saved. Maybe love was just a war we were never ready for. Still I hear your voice tonight like thunder wrapped in candlelight, calling from the wreckage we became. This is the parade of fallen halos, broken hearts with nowhere to go. We keep dancing with our regrets like memories we can't forget. And though the fire consumes our youth, part of me still burns for you. So let the night swallow me whole. Among these lost and wandering souls, the parade keeps moving through empty streets and ruined dreams. And somewhere in the crowd I still see you walking beside me. Some wounds don't bleed, they echo. They live in quiet apartments and unfinished conversations. In the side of the bed that never stays warm anymore. You didn't take everything when you left. You left the silence too, and somehow that hurts the most. Your coffee cup still sits by the sink, like time itself forgot to think. Curtains sway in the midnight breeze, but this house feels hard to breathe. Every picture on the wall feels like a memory waiting to fall. I trace your name through layers of dust, trying to fix what turned to rust. And every hallway calls your ghost in the place I miss you most. It's the emptiness you left behind, the hollow space inside my mind, a quiet storm that never sleeps, a wound that only grows too deep. And every night the shadows rise, wearing pieces of your eyes. I'm drowning in what used to be, while your absence buries me, while your absence buries me. The radio hums a broken tune, a soundtrack for this empty room. Streetlights paint the floor in gray, like even colors fade away. I drive through roads we used to know, past every place we used to go, but every mile just leads me back to all the love we couldn't save. Now every dream we try to hold feels lifeless in the cold. It's the emptiness you left behind, the hollow space inside my mind, a quiet storm that never sleeps, a wound that only grows too deep. And every night the shadows rise, wearing pieces of your eyes. I'm drowning in what used to be, while your absence buries me, while your absence buries me. Maybe some hearts never heal, maybe some pain stays real. No matter how much time moves on, some goodbyes never truly leave. And I still hear your voice sometimes between the thunder and the rain, like a fading melody calling me back again. It's the emptiness you left behind, still haunting every breath of mine. A fading fire without a spark, a lonely light inside the dark. And though the world keeps moving on, I still feel you when you're gone, living inside the memories that slowly destroy me, that slowly destroy me. The silence grows louder every night, and somewhere inside it I still hear you breathing. I remember the sound of the door closing, quiet enough to seem unreal, but loud enough to destroy everything. The fire we once carried in our hands has turned into smoke, drifting through empty rooms. And tonight I'm standing alone with nothing left but embers from our final farewell. Cold rain tapping on the rooftop glass, like it's trying to bring back the past. Your sweater still hangs beside the bed, a silent ghost of words unsaid. Street lights flicker through the haze, I lose myself in old mistakes. Your laughter echoes down the hall, but no one's there at all. Every heartbeat feels like thunder now. Every memory pulls me down. These embers from a final farewell still glow inside this private hell. Your fingerprints remain on me, like scars that time won't let me leave. And every night I hear your name burning softly through the rain, while the ashes fall like broken stars across the ruins of our hearts. The radio plays a favorite tune, but even music mourns for you. I drive these empty roads alone, searching for a place called home. The city breathes a neon blue, but every color fades from view since the moment you let go and left me with this endless cold. Now every dream we tried to save feels buried in an early grave. These embers from a final farewell still glow inside this private hell. Your fingerprints remain on me, like scars that time won't let me leave. And every night I hear your name burning softly through the rain, while the ashes fall like broken stars across the ruins of our hearts. Of our hearts. Maybe love was only smoke, something beautiful that disappeared, but I still hold the fading flame, even after all these years. And if you ever think of me somewhere beneath another sky, know I'm still here chasing shadows of the night we said goodbye. Said goodbye. These embers from our final farewell still keep my shattered soul unwell. Your memory survives the dark like dying fire without a spark. And though the flames are growing weak, you're still the ghost inside of me. So I'll keep standing in the rain until your echo fades away. The fire is almost gone, the night is growing colder, but even ashes remember how it felt to burn. kept falling after you left, like the sky itself refused to move on. Every street light looked colder that night, and every memory burned slower than the last. Now all that remains are ashes, silence, and the fading embers of our final goodbye. Your shadow still lives inside these halls, whispering softly through cracked bedroom walls. I hear footsteps in the dead of night, but every echo disappears with light. The records spin the songs we used to know, broken melodies moving way too slow. I light another cigarette alone, trying to warm a heart turned into stone. And every promise we carved into the dark now fades away like smoke and dying sparks. These embers from our final farewell still burn inside this empty shell. Your voice remains beneath the flame, calling out my fractured name. And I can't escape the fire we became, can't wash away the scars or blame. So I stand beneath this cold midnight sky, watching our last memories die. The city glows but everything feels gray, like all the colors vanished when you walked away. Your photograph keeps falling from the shelf, like even gravity abandoned itself. I try to drown your ghost in neon bars, but every stranger only reopens scars. No matter where these broken roads may bend, they always lead me back to where we end. Now every dream we buried in the rain comes back to haunt my heart again. These embers from our final farewell still burn inside this empty shell. Your voice remains beneath the flame, calling out my fractured name. And I can't escape the fire we became, can't wash away the scars or blame. So I stand beneath this cold midnight sky, watching our last memories die. If love was meant to last forever, why did forever leave so fast? I keep searching through the ashes, trying to bring us back, but the fire's fading slowly now, and all that's left is smoke somehow. These embers from our final farewell are the only proof you ever felt. Into these arms that still remain, broken by the endless by will never die. The night grows quiet, the ashes drift away, but somewhere in the dark, your memory still burns.